This video contains spoilers, please beware. The cold water was still dripping down her wetsuit as she strapped in for her trip. I hate this cold, she thought to herself as she pushed the stick forward, prompting the sea truck to move. The trip should have been routine, there and back again one could say, but it seems like the Subnautica population has really been growing recently. It forced her to swing further out to avoid the beasts. It's no fun having to repaint the vehicles after all. These parts weren't mapped very well. The shore gave way to greater depths and temperatures increased due to thermal vents. And then, that's strange. The larger fish suddenly thinned out and she found herself surrounded by empty water. This was rather unusual in the harsh yet lush biomes of Sector 0. She turned the truck around, ice piercing the blue waters, and then one of the icebergs in the distance moved. What this unfortunate researcher was about to encounter was a leviathan-class lifeform from the planet 4546b, dubbed the Chelicerate, which will be the main topic of this video. I'll be telling you everything we know about this terrifying lifeform, including appearance, behavior, locations, as well as any other interesting tidbits I can uncover. So without any further ado, load up your stasis rifle, engage the perimeter defense system, and let's go. Hailing from the frosty areas of Sector 0 on planet 4546b, the Chelicerate is an aggressive leviathan-class lifeform which can be found around the purple vents, tree spires, East Arctic biome, and around the edges of the sector, with 4 regular creatures inhabiting the map and 3 additional void versions spawning outside of it. The name Chelicerate itself is more of a category name for a subphylum of arthropods, rather than a unique term seemingly related to its visuals. In terms of appearance, this leviathan comes in 2 distinct variants, those being the regular and void, for the lack of a better word, which despite a few differences share most of their visual features. In terms of size, they rank among the smaller leviathans of the planet, with the regular version coming in at around 40 meters, 15 short of a Reaper leviathan, and the void version coming in at 65, right around the length of a juvenile ghost. They possess a strong, lengthy body covered in thick plating which runs from the head, alongside spiky spine protrusions, all the way to their tail. The most iconic part of them is perhaps their beak, composed of 4 large curved mandibles, which open up to reveal a teeth-lined mouth opening in the center. Finally, they possess a pair of eyes on each side of their head, which, just like the rest of their body, changes color based on variant. It should be noted that the Void Chelicerate carries marks around its body, which could be indicative of either combat, barnacle growth, or some strange mold. Now, Chelicerates are a predatory lifeform which tends to inhabit warmer areas around thermal vents and the void apparently, often attacking the fish around them and using their backwards facing teeth to trap and hold onto their prey with their mandibles. As most aggressive creatures in the Subnautica games, they emit a loud screech before attacking, which can, according to the PDA, be used to disorient prey or even stun smaller fish. Their body plating might lead you to believe that in the past, Chelicerates used to actually be prey to a larger creature. However, the PDA simply states it, quote, provides protection from the atmospheric pressure. Whatever that means, it's not like they live particularly deep. Oh, and while many have speculated about the life cycle of these creatures and how the Void variant might in fact be their adult stage, after growing up in the warmer and more accommodating waters, the scan entry disproves that, simply calling it a rare mutation. Now, that effectively wraps up all the main points I wanted to cover, but before we end this video, I want to cover a few more interesting aspects of this animal. Looking at the scarring on the Void Chelicerate variant, one could argue that they might either fight among each other for territory, or even with the occasional ghost leviathans we know inhabit the void around the crater area of the first game. On that note, the design of Chelicerates has undergone quite a few iterations over the game's development, originally starting off at the size of a shark, eventually being scaled up with multiple proposed variants including a ghost-like transparent one. Most curiously to me though, how is it possible that the larger Void variant actually deals less damage than the regular one? Maybe this is just faulty wiki information because otherwise it feels quite counterintuitive. Either way, if you ever doubt whether these creatures can be avoided or defeated, worry no longer, because here comes Doomgal Marguerite, killing a juvenile Chelicerate and using its mandible as a weapon for her prawn suit, which is just on another level. And on that epic note, we have come to the end of the video, so I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, maybe consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. All of those would be very much appreciated. If you have other creatures you would want me to cover the lore of, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. And with that, I'm gonna wish you all a beautiful rest of today, and I'll see you in whatever next video I make. Bye bye.